What's going on, everybody? C4, welcome back to the channel, and we are kicking off Super Bowl week ahead of the Chiefs and my beloved Philadelphia Eagles matchup with a little Madden simulation of the Super Bowl, except unlike the dozens and dozens of Madden Super Bowl themes that you are seeing all over YouTube right now, I want to do something a little bit different, take some inspiration from, say, the NHL or the NBA, and rather just one game, let's figure out who the best team is truly over a 7-game series. This way here, it maybe takes a little bit of the weight off of how good the Kansas City Chiefs playbook is in Madden, and it might give us a better idea of who actually is the best team between the Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. And now, in this context of a best of 7 series, I don't necessarily know if my Philadelphia Eagles would have a Super Bowl title in 2017. I don't know if we could have Nick Foles take Tom Brady to the limit and win in a 7-game series, but for Jalen Hurts versus Patrick Mahomes in a matchup between clearly the best team in the AFC and clearly the best team in the NFC over 7 games, we're going to find out who truly is the best team in the NFL this year. Let's get it. All right, let's see it. Game 1 of 7, and we're opening with the Philadelphia Eagles getting the opening kickoff. Obviously, in my speed. I'd love to see a clean sweep, 4-0 for the Philadelphia Eagles. What we're going to do here, though, I feel like the best way is we'll just play it like this, and then if it's close in the fourth quarter, we'll hop right in and just spectate both these teams doing what they do best. And we have Philadelphia getting a nice long drive here, and Quez Watkins, 9-yard touchdown. Eagles strike first. Opening drive for the Kansas City Chiefs. What are they going to do? I think this is a big-time matchup. Obviously, it's just going to be, the Eagles going to be able to get a pass rush? Are they going to be able to disrupt Patrick Mahomes? You got Isaiah Pacheco, who literally runs like an absolute maniac every time he touches the football. It's very worrisome. And, you know, you always have the ever-present threat of Travis Kelce. A big-time matchup is going to be in store between Kaiser White, TJ Edwards, Avonte Maddox, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. You got to stop Travis Kelce. And this is a hell of a drive. Hell of a response here from the Kansas City Chiefs. 15 yards to Mecole Hardman, getting them in the red zone. 5 yards, Jerick McKinnon, who could be a game changer. And there is that dude, Travis Kelce, in the Kelce Bowl, getting a nice response to tie this game up at 7 apiece. We're now here at the second quarter. Philly is just running the ball down the throats. That's what I kind of actually expect Philadelphia to potentially do, is when the going gets tough, just be like, hey, we can run the football. I don't think it's going to benefit them a whole lot to have to throw the ball every single time. But on 4th and 6, the first punt of the game, or the first defensive stand of the game, goes to the Kansas City Chiefs. And now it's Patrick Mahomes' time. 3rd and 9. Can Philly get off the field? They do. A 3-and-out from Kansas City. Can Philly score going into halftime? We got 4-yard rush from Jalen Hurts. That's going to be an interesting one, man. I think so much still relies on the health of Jalen Hurts. He has not been the best in terms of deep accuracy since his injury against the Chicago Bears. That'll be something to see because, you know, you need that. Oh, no. There is a turnover. Willie Gay forces a turnover just before the end of the first half. Kansas City is in excellent field goal range already, if not to score a touchdown. Big shot play there, 17 yards, MVS in the red zone. And I think this is going to be bad news for my Philadelphia Eagles as we have the Kansas City Chiefs primed to score. 2-yard touchdown after the 2-minute warning. You want to see some form of points here from Philadelphia. Bounce back off the first turnover from the game. Incomplete for Hurts. 2nd and 10, incomplete. Uh-oh. This is not good. And then just a wave the white flag run. Hell of a punt from Brent Kern. He only wishes. He's been absolutely terrible since he's been in Philadelphia, to be honest with you. I'd take that gong. 28 yards MVS. They're playing a lot more consistent right now, the Kansas City Chiefs are. And 43 yards, just like that. This game is getting ready to get out of hand. Luckily, it's not played in Madden, where Madden is 70% playbook, 30% the actual ratings of your team. But I mean, we still got a chance. Let's get some points. 12 yards, Dallas Goedert. We get a good tight end. They're using Travis Kelce. I think Dallas Goedert's a top 5 tight end in this league. We got 10 yards of Quez Watkins. 3rd and inches. This is where we definitely Philly goes for this. Absolutely, they do not punt that football. This is like a worst case scenario for Philly. Got 15-yard roughing the passer. There's 30 yards. They get 47 yards in 2 plays. to get down into field goal range where they likely kick it and go up 24-7 into halftime, which is exactly what they do. I don't think this is looking good for my Philadelphia Eagles. And Kansas City gets the ball to start the second half. Any touchdown here, this game is likely over, and we could probably just get into game 2 of this best of 7. Luckily, it's a best of 7 Eagles fan, so we got a chance to get out of here. 20 yards, Pop Pacheco. 3 yards, Jerick McKinnon. We'll pick the speed up here a little bit because I think we can kind of see the writing on the wall. 17-yard touchdown. We're going to have to see the Philadelphia Eagles play lights out, and they're not going to do so. Just getting dominated. 50. Luckily, they pick up 15 for Frank Clark. This is, yeah, we could just go ahead and get into the second game here. This is brutal. We'll personally wave the white flag. Only 7 points for the, like, I'd be depressed right now, honestly. This would be like one of those ones where, like, I'm hosting a Super Bowl party. I'd be politely telling everybody at halftime, can you guys just leave the house so I can shut the lights off and be by myself? And we close the gap a little bit in garbage time. But game 1 of the best of 7 goes to the Kansas City Chiefs, 34-22. All right, game 2. Philadelphia needs to bounce back here. We got Quez 8 yards. I mean, we had the turnover. We had the only turnover was a Willie Gay interception. I thought there was a lot of uncharacteristic play calls from the Philadelphia Eagles. There was a 3rd and inches, 4th and inches. We punted it. So let's bounce back. Let's bring this one and tie it up at 1 apiece for the best of 7. This was a great opening drive. Then again, in the very first game, we also had a great opening drive. 3rd and 2. It is a stuff by Miles Sanders. Great job by the Kansas City Chiefs run defense. Jake Elliott connects on a 50-yard field goal, get the first points of the game, like we did in the last matchup. First drive for Patrick Mahomes, 21 yards. Travis Kelce, another shot play. They are just such a good playbook in Madden. It's absurd. I mean, they're the cheat code in the AFC for a reason. They are a juggernaut. They are very good in real life, but they're also even better in the world of Madden. Hell of an opening drive to respond. They're on the 1. Can Philly get a good stand here? Hold to a field goal, which they will. A big PBU by Hassan Reddick. 4th and goal. They settle for a field goal. We're tied at 3. 3rd and 2. Trying to get something going. Let's get the run game going. Let's start chewing the clock. That's going to be a benefit for the Philadelphia Eagles, is the better they run the football. And I don't think the Kansas City Chiefs have a particularly elite run defense. You keep Patrick Mahomes off the field. That's part of the blueprint of beating Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, and this Chiefs offense. And we're just not doing a great job. For those of you that counting, while the games have been competitive, we have 10 points scored in this matchup. The garbage time points that we got last game doesn't really count. The Chiefs pretty much took their foot off our throats in that one. 3rd and 5. Big time play here. What can they dial up? They get 6. All they needing 5. Jerick McKinnon, who honestly, I think if you're a Chiefs fan, you're probably thinking he's going to be a little bit of a secret weapon for you guys. Jerick McKinnon at the backfield, great receiving back. You can look at the success maybe Tony Pollard has been able to have in the Cowboys versus Eagles matchups this year and the year before. But let's get a good stand here. Holding to a field goal, no touchdowns. Pretty boring field goal fest here. Game 2 of our best of 7. We start with a run. 4 yards, Miles Sanders. Why aren't we throwing and there's just pick 6. All right. This elite Kansas City Chiefs defense has been on full display to start this video. All right, a little bit of a drive going here. 2nd and 1. All right, we're in it to Kansas City Chief territory. 2nd and 10. 17 yards. AJ Brown's got to have himself a day. Still wondering what the health status of L'Jarius Sneed is going to be, the man that actually got that interception. Easily the best corner on this Chiefs roster. We got Devontae Smith, 11 yards. That is his first catch. We are in the red zone ahead of the 2-minute warning. Desperately need points here. Need a touchdown. 2nd and 3. We got 8-yard pass to Dallas. Got up to the 2-yard line. Jalen Hurts makes it. 2nd and goal on inches. Let's just QB sneak it. Oh, we give it to the man who's been the hot hand in the Eagles' backfield. Kenny G punches it in. Philly gets a touchdown. We cut the lead to 3. Would love to get off this field and get into halftime only down 3, or maybe get something here. Start with the 10-yard penalty holding on Orlando Brown. Kaiser White gets a PBU. 2nd and 20. Got to get off the field. 3rd and 18. Definitely have to get off the field. Philly's been burning their timeouts. They're going to force a punt with an opportunity to try and tie this game. Terrible punt by Florida Gator Tommy Townsend. 2-minute drill. $1:31 to go. We start with a 23-yard pass to A.J. Brown. 15 yards back to A.J. Brown, the best receiver in this game. Dallas got it 16 yards right quick into the red zone. Let's finish this one off with a touchdown. If we don't get a tutty here, this is going to be absolutely a disappointing finish to a drive. And it's Jalen Hurts on the QB sneak. Gets in. Philly 17, Kansas City 13. 51 seconds to go. What can Patrick Mahomes and company do? Can they get into field goal range? Can they find a big-time shot play and maybe go into halftime with a lead? We got 2nd and 1, 8 yards to Juju. They got all their timeouts. They can use the middle of the field. Mecole Hardman for 12 yards. You got to figure maybe one more big pass, and they will be able to kick a field goal to go in down 1. Shot play. Jerick McKinnon, 31 yards out the backfield. 3 yards, Juju. They got to kick the field goal here. All right, and in the wild word of Madden, they didn't use a single timeout, and they're able to get a touchdown, miss the extra point, to go into halftime with the lead because Eagle fans can't have nice things. Kansas City gets the ball to start the second half. I'm starting to trend here. Let's not let Patrick Mahomes get the ball to start the second half. 12 yards, Travis Kelce across the 50. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I think we know what the result of this game is going to be. 10-yard penalty, Andrew Wiley, who's definitely going to have his hands full with Hassan Reddick, the best pass rusher that will be in this matchup come Sunday. 3rd and 15. It's a PBU. Hold move field goal. Touchdown, and Philly is back in the lead. Let's see what they can do with 3:02 left to go in the third. We start with a 2-yard run, Miles Sanders. We follow it up with a 10-yard pass to Dallas Goedert to move the change. We follow that up. 2-yard rush, Miles Sanders. Get the clock burning. 6-yard run, Miles Sanders. 3rd and 2. 9 yards at Dallas Goedert. He is heating up. He is seeing what Travis Kelce's doing on the other side of the field. Says, I gotta pick this one up. I gotta put the team on my back a little bit and show we're a legit tight end. A 1-yard pass to Miles Sanders. They're going for a really long field goal, 60 yards. Again, clearly can see that the offensive play calling has zero of Nick Sirianni. It's an interception, Josiah Scott. The unheralded backup nickel gets an interception on Patrick Mahomes, gives the Philadelphia Eagles great starting field position. 2nd and 3. Okay, we got a 3rd and 5. Come on, boys. I hate to be unbiased, but this is come on. Give me one. Let's bring it even here. Jake Elliott connects. 48-yard field goal. It is a 3-point Kansas City Chiefs lead going into the 4th quarter. And we got the first turnover of this, for the Eagles, anyways, in these sims. Josiah Scott. All right, well, Kansas City, classic Kansas City. This is how they respond. You think that's like, all right, we got one interception on Patrick Mahomes. Can we get him to start to snowball here a little bit? Nope. He just goes down the field, 3 plays, touchdown, middle finger to the Eagles sidelines. It is now a lot of pressure on Jalen Hurts to be able to go down this field. Let's see, we got 16 yards Devontae. 4 yards Jalen Hurts run. Jerry Sneed, is he playing? Because if he is, and then we get it's just, oh my God, the playbooks! It's all playbooks! This is not what's going to happen in real life. That's how I'm coping with this. I'm about to just hop in on rookie and beat them 100-0 at this point. Come on. Every 3rd down, they're hitting it. Every 3rd down, we're not going for it. It's, oh my God, come on. We're about to be down 0-2 here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I don't even need to watch most Madden YouTubers sims the Super Bowl. Kansas City's going to win probably 75% of the time because, obviously the playbook's here. But let's see if we could just, come on, Philly. Throw a wrench into things. Make it competitive. And really, through 2 games, hasn't been overly competitive. It's kind of been like Philly's just kind of hanging in there a little bit. But for the most part, let's just, let's get out of this one. Oh, baby. We're getting ready to score in garbage time again. There's not a better team in this matchup at scoring in garbage time than the Philadelphia Eagles. Onside kick. It's recovered by Kansas City. We still got all 3 timeouts. Can we get an epic come from behind victory? We're just going to let Patrick Mahomes throw for this one. It's going to be a long field goal if we can get a stop here. Papacheco 2 yards. 3rd and 6. It is incompletion. But Butker's a hell of a leg. He nails it. 57 yards. That is going to be the dagger in this one. Ooh! Philly makes it a little bit of a game, but when all is said and done, I really at no point were the Kansas City Chiefs ever looking like they were losing that game as they go up 2-0. Game 3, Philly. I mean, I don't know what the odds are going to say of, looking at NBA or NHL. Coming down from 0-3, I can tell you that the math on that is probably not ideal for the Philadelphia Eagles. So cutting this to a 2-1 series lead is paramount in this matchup. 3rd and 4 for Jalen Hurts. We've been okay at 3rd and down, but fortunately, right here, this is where how I would phone down to Nick Sirianni to go for it. We would not be punting it across the 50, especially knowing that Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce are on the other side of the football, and they're just going to heat up. They would go for it, and Big Red would go for it. Andy Reid, this is the biggest opportunity to get back on his old team. I think out of anybody in this matchup, Andy Reid wants this game to be a blowout because I still think there's a little bit of resentment about how things ended here in Philadelphia. And there's an automatic, that was probably some of the defensive holding on 3rd down, just brutal. Mistakes that can't get made against the Chiefs. Javon Hargrave does get a sack to make an interesting 3rd and 12. Mahomes get eight of those yards back. And the first score of Game 3 goes to the Kansas City Chiefs. Come on, Philly. 3 yards, Miles Sanders. A lot of dink and dunk runs. 4 yards, Quez Watkins. 3rd and 3. That is the 2nd time the Kansas City Chiefs were able to get off the field on 3rd down. Their defense playing very well in this matchup. And unfortunately, Philadelphia's defense has been non-existent through 2.5 games. Let's see if they can, get a little bit of spark here. We got the sack with Javon Hargrave. Right there, man. We're not getting those. The Philly Eagles are not getting those 3rd downs and getting like a 20-yard shot play. Our star players are as Devontae Smith in 2.5 games has 1 catch for 11 yards. But there could be an interesting result. Travis Kelce leaves Game 3 with an injury. Doesn't matter because you got Mecole Hardman, who is even good. He's just a fast sprinter. Gets 18 yards. Philly needs to show some. And Jerick McKinnon, dropping like flies. Doesn't matter. There's still guys out there. The most important is Patrick Mahomes slinging it. Juju for the touchdown. 10-0 Kansas City. Need a response here from Philadelphia. All right, got a little bit of a drive here. Ooh, okay, shot play. 20 yards, Dallas Goedert. 12 yards to Miles Sanders. This is exactly what we needed to see. As much as I really do want to hop right in and play, we won't do that. We got to it's a sim. We got 6-yard run, Jalen Hurts. 2nd and 4. 8-yard run, Miles Sanders. This is the drive that we needed ahead of the 2-minute warning. 3rd and goal. Come on, baby. Punch it in. Hey, Miles Sanders. Booby Sanders punches it in. Cuts the lead to 3. Can we get into halftime 10-7? 12 yards, Mecole Hardman. We got incomplete pass. 3rd and 5. Coming up for the Kansas City. Can Philly get off the field? They do. Kaiser White gets the PBU. They're going to force the punt. A $1.26. Massive 2-minute drill for the Philadelphia Eagles. Can we get a drive? We got a 5-yard run, Jalen Hurts. 3rd and 5. We get 4th and inches. QB sneak! QB sneak! Come on, man! QB sneak! Get the ball back. Great starting field position. Where are the QB sneaks at? 22 yards to Quez. You guys think Quez might have a chance? It's always fun when you're going to the Super Bowl, betting the outside chance for MVPs and stuff like that. Could Quez be that unheralded guy that makes some plays? For me and my money, I'd probably be looking at Hassan Reddick for MVP. But we have a chance here to make a long field goal, which we do. 53 yards, Jake Elliott, to tie it up at 10. We cannot let them score a touchdown with 41 seconds. To be honest, we can't let them even get into scoring range 41 seconds. Incomplete pass, Patrick Mahomes. 2nd and 10, 7-yard run, Mahomes. On 3rd and 3, they get 16. These chunk plays that they're getting. Every time they just get these ridiculous chunk plays. It's unstoppable. How do they keep doing this? Every time. It's a script. The NFL is scripted. All right, we go to halftime. Down 7. Could be worse. Could also be a lot better. 3rd and 15. And they get 16. Well, I think we're about to go down 0-3. Here we go. Kansas City just going right down the field. Touchdown. I don't even care who that was. Let's go. Let's get this drive going. 2nd and 13. 3-yard rush, Jalen Hurts. 3rd and 9. We get 5. We go short of the sticks, and we force a punt. Knowing that we're playing 5-minute quarters. Nick Sirianni trusting his defense that's done nothing through 3 games. Very questionable, to be honest with you. Just an unstoppable juggernaut. Who would have thought MVS turns into a franchise wide receiver right before our eyes? Javon Hargrave gets his 2nd sack of the game, trying to show a little bit of fight. That's usually where they get 15 yards, needing 14. We force a punt. Has to be a touchdown here. No touchdown here. I think that's just going to be far too uphill for Philadelphia. We need a 90-some-yard drive. Let's see it, Bert. 2nd 10, we get a 6-yard run, Jalen Hurts. 3rd and 4, 15 yards, A.J. Brown. He does exist. A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith are seeing MVS and, like, Juju Smith-Schuster. Absolute jobbers at the wide receiver spot making plays. It is time for them to pick it up. 3rd down and 4. We get 4. See, you know, if you say C4, what are you taking away from this? Is that when it's 3rd and 4, the Chiefs get 5. When it's 3rd and 4, the Eagles get 4. It inches, you know, kind of deal. 2nd and 10 is a good drive here. Let's touchdown or bust. We get 13 yards, sets up 1st and goal, and Miles Sanders gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. We need to see a defensive stop here, and then we might actually hop in and watch firsthand the Philadelphia Eagles if we can get a chance to go get a tying drive, may force us to overtime. Utilize some of those new playoff overtime rules. They get 12 yards, Jerick McKinnon. Game is on the line. It's going to be the Eagles pass rush. Slay and James Bradbury, all-world corner duo. And they do get the stop. 4th and 5. They punt the ball to the Philadelphia Eagles. It is a touchback. Let's see it. All right, for some reason, it won't let me change the controller. So we'll go right back to the Super Sim. Awesome. This video is working out as intended. Totally thought the Eagles were going to lose every game and I couldn't watch them firsthand, but that's cool because we're getting a hell of a drive here. 14 yards, A.J. Brown. Come on. Come on. 3rd and 9. What do you got? Trick play. Philly special. 12 yards, Miles Sanders. 10 yards, Devontae Smith. 2nd and 10. Come on, baby. Make this 2-1. You can't go down 0-3. 4th and 7. What are they going to do? They're going to go for it. And it's... on 4th and 7. Super Bowl on the line. They go for a run play. A run play, ladies and gentlemen. I've certainly seen a lot of this. Hey, look, Josh Sweat gets a sack. We got a chance. There's going to be barely any time left. 95 yards. We go for a run play. The play calling for the Philadelphia Eagles in this game, in this idea, has been truly disgusting. I'd probably switch teams if this is how Philadelphia actually decides to call their offensive game plan in the Super Bowl. 3rd and 10. We're looking down the barrel of 0-3. 4th down. 25 yards, Devontae Smith. Hurry up and spike it. I don't know what's going on. I think we have a chance for another play. And, oh, we got one more time. Come on. Okay, game can't end on a defensive penalty. Except it does. In the world of Madden. Philly down 0-3. Now, the creator in me was like, hey, how about we just record a bunch of these until we get like a couple wins for Philly and have it go to a game 7? But the state of Madden in me wants to just show you guys how dumb playbooks are, and we're going to show how just Philly has 0 chance in this game, according to Madden. So if we lose this one, I'm going to upload this video as maybe bulletin board material for Philadelphia that in no way, shape, or form does Madden have Philly winning. And if you see any other content that has the Eagles winning, it's a lie. It's forged. You know, Madden's probably going to have on their official channels, like, some posts and stuff being like, oh, look, we have the Eagles win the sim. And you go, that's bullshit. I watched a best of 7, and the Eagles really at any point weren't ever particularly close because playbooks are 70% of what makes teams good in Madden, and it's about 30% down to the talent. But we have a chance here to actually, genuinely go on a little bit of a run and pull back here in this best of 7. 15-yard pass to Devontae Smith certainly helps. But of course, the Kansas City Chiefs scored on their opening drive. It's kind of becoming the norm for them a little bit. I would love to see a game where we can just trade touchdowns. Is that going to be the case here? We will find out. 3rd and 2 for Jalen Hurts. We get a 5-yard run. Miles Sanders. Incomplete pass. Maybe we got to go fast. Maybe that's what's going on. We're watching this thing too slow, and if it goes faster, maybe things are going to slowly work in the Eagles' favor. Right? Or we can just rip this Band-Aid off and watch the Chiefs beat us like 39-2. And, like, it's not even close. Alrighty. So I'm going to use this point of this video to say, hey, guys, wasn't a best of 7 idea kind of cool? Like, wouldn't it be awesome if, like, you know, the ratings, player ratings actually mattered, and we would have saw, like, a competitive video idea? No, we're actually just going to have the Philadelphia Eagles get absolutely shit-pumped. 4-0 in a best of 7. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Peace out. Madden's awesome.